Um, we are recording. I'm Mary Claire DiGiacomo, and
I'm Lori Gibbons.
Laura Gibbons, and so we're at the Center for Teaching and Learning, and we are here to talk about how to get your professional development hours, how to record them, and then some options that are available at Athens Tech to get those hours. So would you mind handing me the policy? So each of you should have this card. Now this is what our procedure is at Athens Tech, and it outlines the number of hours. And as we discussed, those support staff is supposed to have 18 hours, and then full-time faculty and professional staff are 40 hours, and adjuncts should have 8 hours. And then on this handout, it shows you the suggested professional development, scheduling, and completion, etc., and expenses. So these are the procedures, and I asked our HR director, Becky, for what is exactly the procedure. So this is what she sent to us. And so it can be a challenge to get the hours in, but we have some options that we think will really solve the getting the hours and also the cost, because of some of the things that are available and free, and that's what we want to show you. Are there any questions about this procedure yet? Okay. So on the intranet? So I'm going to go to the intranet. Sit down for a second. And so go to faculty and staff, go to the intranet, log in. So everyone here has access to the internet because you all signed up. And you go to faculty and staff development, and then you can see that all of the courses that are available. There aren't very many right now, but there'll be more posted for April. So one source, of course, are the workshops and sessions that are available here. Obviously, you'll get credit for this time this morning for your professional development. But then also, if you have any professional association, any meetings, do you go to TCSG meetings? Do you have? So no. Okay. So those would count, of course. And then, of course, our required trainings, and I think those don't they amount to close to 8 hours? I meant to check, but I forget how many hours they amount to. Does anyone?
The HR training?
Yeah. I just don't remember the number of hours, but that would be something good to just find out, because I know that's a chunk of time.
Will they ever put those on like this where they automatically record? No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know those are the ones that we have to
add your own. So you will do add your own for that. And of course, and I was going to talk about adding your own, which is right here. So have you all done that, is add your own? I know for me, I tend to forget to go in and add my own. But yeah, I just put in this, and then your supervisor will see it. And so you should do that for the required trainings. And then, as we talked about, I think, Judy, you mentioned that you can, include reading, anything that's work-related that is professional development that you could add there.
Does it have to be approved by your supervisor before it counts?
Like
if I wanted to read a book, do I need to go through Jennifer to see if it qualifies first?
I probably would ask and just say, I'm going to read this book. I like to put it in for my professional development.
Right.
I think I would ask just to have
just
that.
To be sure before.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now, like this session, do you record it or do we have to record it?
This session I am, because you signed up on.
We sign up for. Okay.
Yep. Then the attendance is there, and you know it's a part of your
What
record.
about TCSG? We need to do that.
You need to do that yourself.
Do you put these in? Like today, will you
Yes.
go in and add these?
Yes,
The one
we'll.
that has the workshop
Yeah.
adds them?
Yeah,
Okay.
we do. We do.
We wondered who
okay.
put them in.
Make sure you put your name on the sign-in sheet.
I'm not sure
And then
where
we'll-
it's at.
It's floating around.
It's right there. It's on the
Oh,
corner.
okay.
And we'll add you to the session, and then we'll take attendance, and then that's marked as we take care of this kind of tracking. But then the required trainings here, they are all listed right here. Those you'll have to enter those as add your own, and that way you can keep track of that is part of your professional development. So there are those
You have
5.
to enter those as add your own?
Yes.
That's new.
No, we've
No.
been doing that for years. You've always had to add.
Add your own for that. And frankly, I just don't. I just do them, but I haven't added the. So I need to start doing that myself.
Yeah, me
Have
too.
you? Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I
Yeah.
have to get my hours.
You've done
But
it.
I put an hour.
Mhm.
I think it was
I don't
one
keep
of
up
them.
with like I
I
should.
put more than one. I think.
So we have, the workshops and our TCSG, like peer group meetings, etc. Those would be included. Any types of meetings like that. Any college-wide meetings that we have, you would include that. So those are,
Leadership meetings.
yep, those would be included.
Council meetings.
Sure, I would think that would be included. So probably you'll think about different things that you're a part of that you would be able to include, and then add your own for that. So those are the things that we offer in face-to-face for at ATC. But we also have a few other places that we're going to show you. One is thelynda.com, and all of you have free accounts, and if you haven't set them up, then you can set them up today here. But Lori's going to go over lynda.com with you. So you want to log into it?
Sure.
And you could,
Does anybody have an account yet? I do, but I forgot.
I have
You
one
forgot
too,
your
but I forgot
password.
what my thing is.
but as we said earlier too with lynda.com, there are tutorials like Excel, Word, Blackboard. There are so many tutorials that you could actually keep track of what you're doing in Lynda and add your own with that.
Yep.
That's really easy to get. You could get all your hours easily with
Lynda.
lynda.com.
So I'm going to show you how to sign up, and then how to make playlists and things like that. So you actually don't go to lynda.com to sign up.
This is a handout.
You go to lynda.com/email-sign-up.
What is it?
Yep.
/email.
It's /email-sign-up.
Sign up is one word. Or two?
It's one word. So all you do is you just type in your Athens Tech email and then click submit. I already have an account, so I'm not going to go through that process. And then once you do have an account, I'm going to sign in under my name. So when you do, then you can just sign in right here where it says login under the regular lynda.com address. So I'm going to sign in here.
So now, the password that you use, it's not like what we log into our computer.
No,
We
I
have
just-
to
I selected-
create- We create one.
Yeah, just create
Or
one
we can
that
do
you
this
can
on our
remember.
work computers.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, so now I'm in, and so this is what it looks like. It's going to have playlists, continue watching, kind of like Netflix, and then some courses here. In the library, these are all the subjects that they have: 3D animation, music, business, CAD. But they do have an entire section for education and e-learning. So obviously,
I was going to say, does anyone have a particular subject they would like to see? What might be? Well, you just mentioned Microsoft Excel.
Excel.
Do they have publisher?
Yeah.
That's what I really
Well, let's find out. Well, you can search by software. So it's actually under featured and right here where it says software. They have 8. All right, so say for example you wanted the Office 365 Publisher Essential Training. It's 4 hours, 19 minutes. It's beginner. And so it's really simple. You just start. The really cool part about it, I think, is, where is it? Down here, you have your course outline. So you can skip ahead if you feel like you already know getting started, working with text, and you want to jump ahead to, say, using the Scratch area. It's 8 minutes and 52 seconds.
In this chapter, we're going to shift our focus to working with different types of objects, placing them on.
Okay. So the transcript is I really like because it tells you in the yellow highlight where the video is, and then you can skip ahead using the transcript. So if I want to skip ahead to the right click and paste.
Here, you can right click and paste.
And then that's where the
So
video
now we
begins.
have
We also have an entire, not to beat a dead horse, but Blackboard training.
Is it dead?
It's pretty dead. All right, so this is the one I like, the Blackboard Essential Training with Patrick Crispin. So you can get an entire, how many, 6 hours?
6 hours.
6 hours, 20 minutes of professional development hours. Then you become a Blackboard expert.
It just
So-
has so many.
So, and then you can even do things that aren't related to work, like photography. Who doesn't want to know how to take awesome pictures? We can do portraits. So, any questions about Linda?
You said
Pretty
it
easy.
was lynda.com email/sign up.
Email-sign up.
Email.
Okay. Then the other thing is that we, let me type this in. There are so many webinars that are out there. Like for me, I'm on some different listservs, and you get notices of webinars, and there are a lot of free webinars out there. So sometimes you might want to consider looking for an area that would be of interest to you, and seeing you could look at websites to see if there are free webinars. But we have a listing here of free webinars. So this is our blog, ctlblog.athenstech.edu. And under professional development, we have a lot of different, we have a lot of information on this website.
I got that address from Deborah yesterday. I think she forwarded something on. But it's really helpful. You might send it out to everybody if they haven't already got it with a link, so that they can just kind of go there and bookmark
Well, you
it.
can actually get to it from the Athens Tech website also.
Okay.
The direct.
I don't know if anybody else discovered that.
Let's
but
show
I
them how to
have.
get to it from the Athens Tech website.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just in the faculty and staff.
Okay.
And it goes there. It's kind of buried down there. What?
This website, you don't have to have a username.
Right. This is just off of Athens Tech. This is just our blog here from the CTL.
Okay.
So we have a lot of different information here. But under professional development, if you went to free webinars, it's just kind of a list of. First of all, we'll put if there's a webinar. Yesterday there was a webinar, and or on the 3rd, And so that was actually one that we posted. So we'll post webinars here. And then
We can see them later.
well,
I actually have a section
yeah.
of recorded webinars. We can add it to the professional development page also, but they just happen to be Blackboard related. If they're not Blackboard related, we'll put them there.
Right.
But they're in the Blackboard training
Right.
page.
So these are live webinars, but and then if I just scroll down, I think that we have other information. Let me see. So here are a few webinars and archives to check out, and so you could this we could actually improve on a better, but there are a lot of free webinars to check out, and so we'll try to post some, but there are so many that it's kind of impossible to keep up, but it's just the idea that you can get to them. What Lori said with Blackboard, is it here?
No, it's under training resources.
Oh, that's right.
And then
That's right. So we have handouts, but then here are the webinar recordings for the things that GVTC has done. And Lori posts the links when they're available. So, like, there's this webinar by Grades, for the Grade Center, and it's very helpful. First of all, if you wanted to learn about like Blackboard, you have so many sources. You have this source, you have GVTC, and then you have lynda.com. So, yeah, I mean, but if you went to a specific, a lot of times the software does have, if it's software you're trying to learn about. I wonder if Aquasport, have you looked to see if their site has any webinars or free trainings? They may have
YouTube will
some.
have something, Shirley.
YouTube does.
Yeah, and then
You can count that.
and
Yeah.
that's a good point. YouTube has a ton of information. So you could go to YouTube and do some searching, and that could count as professional development. Because sometimes you find people, they put up channels with videos, and you can just go from one video to the next, But that would count, and you would just add your own with that. But I think that's kind of covers the topics that we were talking about. It's just kind of looking for those webinars. And as far as professional development goes, we have this information on our blog, but it is a lot technology focused. It's not.
You may have sent this out before and I just didn't see it, but I know that I didn't know this existed until yesterday.
Yeah, we've sent it out, but we need to do more, and that's fine.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If you are sending stuff out, odds are that, maybe some of us only see 1 out of every 5, so you might want to keep sending it until it hits, because this is useful. I was thinking to myself, well, we had all that stuff on Angel. Where are all the how-tos for Blackboard? I had no idea this was there.
I'll send out an email. And so it kind of says, everything that we're doing here in the CTL with some of our initiatives, and then the first year experience in QEP. That kind of disappeared off of our Athens Tech homepage. I mean, the QEP, we're still in it. It's a 5-year plan, and we're in, year 2 of it. So we've got 3 more years to go, and so but it resides on our blog now. But yeah, this has got a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad to get your feedback, Margaret, that you found it helpful. And are there any questions? Okay.